Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening. So amazing and awesome to have you here with us today, talking about increasing your power and energy by stopping thought. Then we're going to be meditating using one of our lovely visualizations that are very good for helping you to focus. When you are learning how to meditate, that is the MO, modus operandi. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. This is your task. That's it. Focus. Learn to focus. Not, check out the other dimensional planes, although that's fun to do. Not, get the chakra meditations right, get the yantra meditations right, get the mantra meditations right. No. Simply learn to focus. And through doing so, you find you. That's the idea here. To be more in touch with you, to realize you, to see you. You've simply forgotten. You do get that, right? You've simply forgotten. Welcome to Success Through Meditation. I'm Shakti, coming to you from a lineage of enlightenment to help you to see, honor, and love the light within yourself so that you can see, honor, and love the light within others. All right, so last week, we're in part 3 today. Last week, we talked about how being happy is a very good thing on the path in this meditation practice, and that you have to remember that wherever you go, there you are. So why not be happy wherever you are, right? We talked about how to get there, how to be there. Let me see if I can go back just a little bit. Yes, we talked about the sense of Dharma, which we are going to be talking more about today, actually, and increasing your energy. That's what this path is about, increasing your power and energy so that then you have more. You have an overabundance, like money. When you have an overabundance, you have more to give. That's the idea. It is never about manipulation, domination, and control. When I speak of power and energy, I'm speaking of how much you can give, how much you can serve. That's what we're talking about. Yes. So yeah, we're talking about power. We're talking about how to gather it and how to eventually learn to stop thought. That is the point. All right. So wherever you go, there you are. Very, very important. Reality changes, as you change, your perceptions change, right? And that's what we're discussing here, how to change your perceptions so that you can live a happier, more balanced, more aware life. Truth, of course, however, when you are learning to be happy, truth lies beyond happiness, just so you know this. Truth lies beyond being happy, being unhappy. And truth is literally the unifying aspect of existence. It is what unifies us, me to you, us to the world, us to all sentient beings and non-sentient beings. It is what unifies us. Our awareness is what allows us to see this truth. Because as I said, that is who you are. So stopping your thoughts shifts your awareness. Because with no thought, the Kundalini energy, which we have been discussing over the past couple of weeks, which you carry within, it's in the subtle physical body, the Kundalini energy rises, which is what we want. We want to produce more. We want to realize more of this Kundalini energy. With thought, the Kundalini is sort of suspended. It's inactive. Without thought, it rises. So when you stop thought, which is our primary topic of discussion here over these few weeks, we may have another week on this. We'll see how far we get today. But When you stop thought, the Kundalini energy is drawn into your field of attention. The less thought you have, the more Kundalini will be drawn upward. To reduce thought, stopping thought involves shifting your values. The ideas we were given by our culture, our society, have imprinted us with a value system filled with more thoughts and more ideas. Most of your thoughts, you've heard me say this many times, most of your thoughts and your ideas were given to you. And a very simple method that I have for deciding which of the thoughts are yours and which are not, if they empower you, they are. If they bring sadness and less power, then they are not. Your true nature lies in love. It is who you are. So why would you have a thought, a negative thought about yourself or anyone else, when love is your true nature? So recognizing that is very, very important. To lessen our thoughts and increase the flow of energy, which of course will alter your perception by giving you larger views, bigger visions, right? Right now, we only have a 180-degree view. When you meditate, your view becomes much, much larger. And then you can be free to view life itself with more happiness in the face of any circumstance, no matter what's going on in your life. With this larger view, you're able to be happy no matter what. You're able at that point to clarify your purpose, your being, to understand Dharma. Dharma is truth, your path. Dharma means that which is right, truth, that which is correct, that which is the divine law. That's what Dharma means. So it's necessary to determine your Dharma, what your Dharma is, for yourself only. No one can tell you what this is. You must find it for yourself. There is a Dharma for a family, for a person, for a nation, for a planet. Everyone has a universe. Everyone has a Dharma, and there's a Dharma for the universe. Your Dharma is what kind of work you should do, what kind of people you should hang out with, whether you should be practicing meditation or not. Your Dharma is yours alone for you to discover. So your Dharma is what type of meditation, whether you should have a teacher or not, how to see your world, how much you should donate to anything, what you should do with your money. Your Dharma is your spiritual activities, your time and serving others. Your Dharma has to do with how much time you should play and have fun. So first thing to do is discover your Dharma. You do this through introspection and asking yourself, what is the right thing to do? Not what you want, but what is correct? What is right? So then you're always in the right consciousness. When you're always asking, what is right for me today in this moment? You carry with you then the right field of awareness, the right field of attention. Happiness comes from following the Dharma. That's how you can tell whether you're following it or not. It comes from peace of mind. It's actually a very simple thing. So you ask yourself continuously, on a moment-to-moment basis, what is the right thing for me to do? And be determined to persist in discovering your Dharma. Whatever is necessary, that's what you do. In any moment, whatever is necessary, that's what you do. So the answer then is love. Love is the bridge that permits us to see who and what we are. It is the inspiration for us to find our way, our path, leading us to awareness. Love. Only love gives us the strength that we need. It is the only thing that lasts. It is the only thing that matters. Love is given to us, overwhelms us, but we do need to cultivate it to make it happen. We need to intentionally learn to love, right? The Kundalini then flows up and down in different ways. What's most important, however, is to have your life aligned with Dharma. If the Kundalini flows through you, if you've mastered that and are not in harmony, you're not in alignment with the Dharma. You know, sometimes we get validation. If you are not following, and the Kundalini, the Dharma, and your Kundalini is stagnant, you're not happy. That's the idea. When you're in harmony, as I said, you're in alignment with the Dharma. You'll have great difficulties if you are not in alignment with your Dharma. You'll have great difficulties with this study. You know, meditation has more to do with stilling your thoughts, but there is knowledge to acquire. There is knowledge to be had. There are ancient teachings, secret teachings that you can gather by having a good time with your life, by having a good time with Dharma. A lot of the time, people want and seek power, but forget about the wisdom. Power without wisdom doesn't serve. Better to find wisdom first, right? We need a certain amount of power to exist. That goes without saying. We need a certain amount of Kundalini energy to exist. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be there. Right? But power without wisdom, which is what we need to find first, eventually causes great harm to the one who wields it, who wields the power. This, what we're talking about today, is the yoga of love, the yoga of power, the path of power. Wisdom comes from caring. When we care, we learn about wisdom, from introspection, from sharing our thoughts, our ideas, our wisdom. It comes from sharing ourselves, right? With wisdom, you become more powerful, more loving, more knowledgeable. Without wisdom, without the etiquette needed to wield power, those without wisdom simply squander their power on useless things. Sad. Not a fun thing to do or witness. They waste it. Maybe injure others at the same time, not to mention themselves in the process. So this path, Kundalini Yoga, depends on a sense of Dharma, a sense of what is right, which is different for each of us. It's not the same. It's very different. We all have to find our own Dharma. No one can tell you what your truth is. No, if anyone tries, run in the opposite direction to tell you what your Dharma is. And of course, there are teachers that can say, well, you might take a look over here, or you might take a look over there, but in the end, you must find your Dharma. There isn't a code to act from. Each has to find their own. This is a simple way to know if you're following your Dharma. Listen to this. This is a very simple way to know if you're following your Dharma. If you're following your Dharma, you're happy. Pretty simple. You're happy. You're at peace. You have a sense of purpose. Your life moves along very nicely. You're in a nice little boat on the river of life, flowing along nicely. The opposite is true if you're not following your Dharma. The opposite is true. You feel obstacles absolutely everywhere. And it's not so much about what you do, it's who you are, which changes. It varies with awareness. The fog of perception, the Maya, is lifted and you see clearly when you're following your Dharma. There's more freedom with clarity when you see through the clouds of perception. When you're able to see the next step in front of you. Or Of course, you can choose to remain in the fog. That's okay, if that is what your choice is. You can choose to remain in the dark. It's up to you. It's your choice. However, with energy and awareness, you can see through the clouds. You can see above the clouds to witness your own immortal self, which of course is perfection. That is who you are. You are perfection incarnate, perfection in the body. Sometimes that can be a large task, to see yourself as perfection in the body, to see yourself as God, eternity, existence itself. But it is possible. All of you have it in you. So to see this perfection, to remain there, is very, very possible. As a teacher and as a student, I have seen that it is not the techniques, but the spirit that matters. Love is what counts. In self-realization, a sense of etiquette, a sense of propriety and dedication is what counts. And of course, the energy varies. The Kundalini varies, not only through the breathing techniques that I'm sure that many of you are very aware of, or meditations or chakras, but by stopping thought, by putting your life into a state of balance. That's how you raise the Kundalini energy. It is possible to force the Kundalini, but through the ability to stop thought, you have the balance necessary to follow your Dharma. So we meditate to release the Kundalini and to create more stillness in your life and in the lives of those around you many times. Through deep caring and introspection, you create more Kundalini energy within. It does come about slowly in the beginning, then more quickly as you sort of build up momentum. So here is my recommendation. To become more fluid, to have more balance in your life, it is necessary to follow the Dharma, your truth. So to practice raising your energy on the path of this, this path I'm talking about today, Kundalini Yoga, meditate, of course, on the different chakras and feel what that's about. But to release the Kundalini is much simpler and more effective, along with the techniques, the breathing, the focus in meditation, to create stillness in your life. Start here. Start with your life. Take each day as a challenge to bring yourself into harmony with each thing in your life, with your work, your friends, your family, with nature. Work to find the harmony each and every day in your life. Sometimes, of course, harmony means withdrawing, pulling back from the things that you love, from those that you love, towards something to love more. Sometimes it means having a sense of duty, as we see in a soldier, a sense of duty, as we've seen in many famous people who have lived and done good on our planet, who have lived their lives to do good. Gandhi, Mother Teresa, there are many, Christ, the Buddha. A sense of duty. When you sense a deeper stillness in your daily meditations within your life, you'll know that what you're doing is working. That's when you know. As opposed to, if you're exhausted all the time, you can't meditate well, it means your priorities probably need some shifting. So relax. Start making lists. Start here. Start making lists of all that is important. Everything that you desire, what you fear. Make a list. Flowchart your life. Assess. Ask yourself if you're in harmony with your life. Are you living a life filled with new adventures, with high adventures, with new and exciting things? How is your life going? Are you living a life of newness, not endless, boring repetition? Those are the questions to ask yourself on a daily basis. So, following the Dharma may mean doing very, very new things every day. New adventures, meeting new people, meditating in new ways. A good sign, of course, that things are going well is that your mind is becoming quieter. Now, this may seem sort of antithetical to what it is that you are really trying to do, to become more still. Sometimes to bring about an inner stillness, you need to be tirelessly active in the outer world with your work. You may need to be accomplishing things, doing things. You might think that this would agitate the mind, but the opposite, which is, of course, the opposite of stillness, but it will not if it is the Dharma. If it is what you're supposed to be doing, it will bring a stillness. If what we do is in harmony with our Dharma, with our truth, if it's right to go on awesome journeys, then you've perceived well, right? If the actions will bring stillness into your life, if your Dharma is to have a 9-to-5 job, if that's your Dharma, to create a corporation, if that's your Dharma, when you follow what is right for you, you create stillness. You create more and more stillness, and you find out what is right for you in any given moment. By meditating and stilling your thoughts, by creating more balance, by feeling deeply, by sensing, intuiting deeply, asking questions. What is right? What does eternity want me to do? When you are sure, when you see clearly, move. Move forward. And of course, you will experience pleasure and pain, loss and gain. This is part of the human condition. Success is to practice the Dharma impeccably. Then your life will flow. Your awareness will shift, and your meditations will be wonderful, always. This is what happens when you follow your Dharma. Things work together for the highest good. It's how it works. It's how it is. Don't worry about the techniques. Don't worry about the chakras, the mantras, the yantras. Don't worry about these things. Instead, look to following your Dharma. This very easily opens the energy. Always associate with fun and exciting people. The people who have the positive outlook on life. Hang out with them. Whenever there's a quality that you want to gain yourself, whether it's purity, humility, fun, funniness, whatever it is, hang out with those who are. If you want more peace and you have a friend who's very peaceful, hang out with them. And of course, there will be challenges, there will be obstacles, but you'll be in harmony. Most important thing, the most important thing is to bring about stillness in your life and have fun. Have fun, be creative with consciousness, be sensitive to life, to eternity. Follow the Dharma. Start simply by asking, what is my Dharma? What is my Dharma today? Every day, is this what I should be doing? Meditate every day, be patient with yourself, be balanced, be kind, never judge yourself. The future, I promise you, the future is certain to those who follow Dharma. You move forward. Be still. Smile. Ask, what is the Dharma for me today? And have fun. Always have fun. That is your purpose, and I wish you well. In today's meditation, if you are new to meditation, please sit up nice and straight. What we do is, first thing when we wake up in the day, we take a shower, or at the very least, wash our hands and face. This neutralizes the energies that you may have picked up in the night, all right, the dream world. So we sit in a comfortable place with nice, clean clothing on. Uncluttered is best, always, an uncluttered space. Maybe you have a table in front of you with a flower, a yantra, a picture of a deity, whatever brings a higher thinking process to you. Because you're learning to stop thought doesn't mean that every thought that you've ever thunk will be there on your first meditation, because it will. It will absolutely be there. It will show up. You will then notice how much thought, how much energy you are expending in your thinking. So we sit for 15 minutes. We use music. This sort of shields you from the outside thinking, the outside thoughts of people near you. And when I say near you, I mean on the planet, the 8.5 billion people. The music sort of helps to shield you. Our music is infused with enlightened energy. It was produced and composed by a fully enlightened being. So we sit for 15 minutes. This is how you start, once a day. Gradually, you increase your times, you increase your meditations to a couple of times a day, growing over a year or two into an hour twice a day. It's all up to you. Your path, your Dharma, your meditations. In today's meditation, we're going to be working on releasing some of ourselves, some of our ideas, some of our energies. So go ahead and sit up nice and straight. I will take myself off camera. As we begin to relax the body, deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and hold for the count of 3 at the top. Focus all of your attention on your eyes, the muscles around your eyes, and relax the muscles around your eyes. As you do, your facial muscles, your jaw muscles will also begin to relax. Relax your neck down into your shoulders. Relax your upper arms, your lower arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax your back on either side of your spinal column. Relax your abdomen. Relax your hips. Relax your upper legs, your lower legs. Relax your feet and your toes. Relax, relax, relax. Sit up nice and straight with your back as comfortable as possible for you. Close your eyes and visualize the sky filled with stars. Imagine that you're going to leave your body and go right up into the stars. And as you go through the stars, you're going to change. Your earthly personality is going to fall away. And now your etheric self, your subtle physical self, will be there. Now, go above the stars into other dimensions. Go through these other dimensions really quickly, one after the other. They're all different colors, so go through them quickly. See yourself going through them. You're actually doing this, going through these colorful dimensions. Now, as you do go through each one, more and more of the self that you've been is going to fall away. And your being will get clearer and clearer as you go through these dimensional planes. The parts of you that are from each of these planes will go back to them. And finally, you get above all the dimensional planes. You now enter into a flux, a golden luminous light that doesn't really move, nor is it still. There's no direction, no dimension, and you go right into that. It's like going right into the heart of the sun. Merge with that, be that. Feel yourself in that. Get lost in it. Study it. Be it. Stop your thoughts. Be still. Just hold yourself in it with all your psyche and all your power as we meditate together. Let go. Let eternity do with you what it will. Now, let's meditate. And now gradually find yourself coming back down after being in this totality. Come back through those dimensional planes. And as you do, you're going to come back shiny and clear as you pass through each color, each dimensional plane. You're going to take on new qualities, new hope, new belief, new power. Finally, down through the stars and onto the earth, a strong, new, radiant self, the right self has come with you, the right caretaker personality. Don't worry about what it is. It is just from where you've just been. Namaste. Always at the end of your meditation, bow and say thank you. Thank you for the meditation that I was given today. Thank you for life. Thank you for my breath. Thank you. Namaste. The light in me sees, honors, and so loves the light in you. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks.